Sup y'all, it's me. A warning before the video starts, I am kinda sick right now, so that's why I might sound different, and why I might mess up a bunch more words. So yeah, just for a warning. I'm just gonna talk about a bunch of games that I thought looked cool or wanted to try or I'm gonna get, that I saw during the State of Play, the Summer Games Fest, and the Xbox Showcase. So that's just what this whole video is gonna be about. It's just me yapping about upcoming video games. Like, I have a whole list, there's a lot, so I don't know how long this is gonna be. I might not even talk about some of them. I'm not so sure how I'm gonna do it. Probably gonna like freeball this one too. Also, I might not give an explanation as to why I think some games look cool, because that's gonna be the whole explanation is, oh, I just thought it looked cool, it looked fun. So that's gonna be what it is, for now. Some might have a bit more, but most will not. Also, I'm pretty sure some of these are just cinematic trailers, so I'm kind of like, damn. So I guess for a warning to everybody, right? I mean, I'm sure you already know this, but don't buy a game until you see gameplay of it, a review, like not just cinematics, until you see actual game footage, and then, just to know if you'd like it or not. And I guess this is more relevant right now since Mindslide just released, and that game's kind of a shit show right now. And I guess I'd also wait a while because games are gonna be $80 now, or are just $80 now, so shit's expensive. It's funny because I'm also talking about this as if I'm gonna be buying all these games day one, but I'm not. I'm probably gonna wait a while until they go on sale or something. So yeah. Okay, so to start, and I know I said I was gonna talk about games that I thought were cool or interested in, but this is one I'm not. It's called Age of Mythology Retold, and I'll be for real, I thought this was a mobile game, and I was just thinking to myself, I didn't know they showed mobile games that showcases like this, because like this game straight up just looks like something that would be a mobile game. It does not look like a game that would be on PlayStation, Xbox, I mean PC probably, but it just does not look like a normal game. So this is just fun and funny because, I thought it was a mobile game, and I am definitely not gonna get this. If I do, it'd be like far in the future, but not gonna get this just because it doesn't seem interesting to me. Okay, so moving on. There were 2 fighting games that I thought were interesting. I think these were the only 2 fighting games showed. I forgot, and I don't want to go back to look at the whole stream to find if there's any more. And those 2 games were Marvel Tokens Fighting Souls and also Invincible Versus, and that is just the title of that game. But yeah, those 2 games are pretty cool. I used to be really into fighting games when I was younger, but now I'm just kind of like not really into them. I probably would try these out, probably not on like day one, just because, if they're like full price games, probably not. But maybe later on I probably would try them out, especially if they have, long-term support. Then I'd be more willing to try them out, since, people would probably still be actively on it. But besides that, I just think the games are pretty cool. Just a Marvel anime style fighting game. It seems interesting to me. And also playing as like Mark or Omni-Man, Adam Eve, Ever Explode, or anyone like them would also be pretty cool. Because I know that game is a 3v3 game, I'm pretty sure, like a tag team game. And I've never really played that type of fighting game, so I think it'd be cool to try it out with this. Okay, also, they showed 2 Lego games at the event. And I'm just a big fan of Lego. Like, I love the little figures. But the 2 games that they showed were Lego Party and Lego Voyagers. Lego Voyagers is a co-op game. The only thing I could really relate it to is like It Takes Two or Split Fiction, just because it looks like that type of game where you work with someone else to, solve the level or the puzzles or whatever. And I got nothing else to say about it, but I'm probably gonna get it. And Lego Party. Honestly, it's just Mario Party, but Lego. I'm like pretty certain this game's not gonna sell well, but I'm probably gonna buy it regardless. Maybe when it's on like sale, and see if my friends want to play, just like to play it once at least. But yeah, like that's all I can say about this. If you've played Mario Party, you're probably gonna know what to do in this game. But those Lego games I'm probably gonna buy even if I don't play them, which is probably not the smartest thing to do. Anyways, moving on. Hirogami. I just like the way it looks, that it's just origami and you just gotta play as that. I just thought the game looked pretty interesting and I just want to try it out. It's a 3D platformer and I haven't really played those type of games, so it would be kind of new to me. I think the only one I really played is like Sackboy Big Adventure, and I didn't even finish that yet. A game I thought looked super cool was Karen, and in this game you are a rock climber, and I just thought it looked super fun, super interesting to try out. And from what they showed, you could like have a little base, like a temporary base on the side of the mountain or like whatever you're climbing, to like rest and heal up probably, or like make new tools, I don't know. But I thought it was cool. Oh, and I guess you could also meet other climbers. I'm assuming these are just gonna be like NPCs, unless they're like real players. That'd be pretty cool. You could probably ask help from other people or help other people, or just, both do the climb together. But whatever the case is, I just want to try this rock climbing game, so I'm excited for it. I just have no idea when I'm going to be able to play this. Another game I thought looked super cool was Sword of the Sea, and you deadass just use a sword as a surfboard, and so I just thought that idea was pretty interesting. Seems fun, and I think the world, like, that they show in the trailer or whatever, looked amazing, looked beautiful. I'm also assuming that you could like use the sword to like attack and solve puzzles, but that's just what I'm thinking. But honestly, for this game, I just can't wait to play it, like whenever I'm able to play it, and just explore the world and see how it looks. So I'm hoping this game is good. A game I thought looked funny and just pretty cool to try out is Mouse PI for Hire. I never heard of this game before the event, and so like I saw, it's like that looks that looks kind of fun to try out, and so that's what I want to do, is try it out. I just cannot say anything else besides that. A game that I really liked how it looked was Mio Memories in Orbit. I really just like the style of it, and so I want to play this game. On Google it says it's a Metroidvania platformer, and I don't know if I really ever played those type of games before, to be honest, and so I don't really know what to expect. I mean, I'm sure if you play those type of games you know exactly what to expect, but I just don't. But I hope it's fun whenever it is I play it, if I haven't played at all, because you know, like I said, you should probably be looking at reviews before you play a game. Out of Words is another game I thought looked interesting. It's just another co-op game, right? So like Split Fiction and It Takes Two, right? But this one's stop motion animated. Like, I don't know how much of it, I'm assuming all of it, but I just think that's a super cool thing for a game. Like, the whole thing is like stop motion animated, and I'm hoping it's fun and sells well, because I know that the amount of time to do that for a whole game is just insane to think about, and so I hope that these efforts could be rewarded. Another game that I thought looked fun, but I don't really have much to say, like, you know, most of the ones here, is Blighted. I just want to try it out. It looked cool, and that's that. That's pretty much the same thing with Possessors. I just want to try it out. It looks fun. Yeah, so that's that too. A game that I want to try out, but I won't be able to, is Neverway, because it's on PC. You know, I know at some point I'm probably gonna have to build one so I could play a bunch of other games, but for now I won't be able to play that for a bit. How disappointing, to be honest. Another game that I want to try out is Planet of Lana. I think this one's only gonna be on Xbox, but I'm pretty sure like at some point it'll probably release on PlayStation, so I'll probably just have to wait a bit longer. But I just like the way it looks. Planet of Lana 2, I've never played the first one. I'll probably play it at some point just to make sure that I can like actually like that game, so then I could like play Planet of Lana 2 whenever it comes out. But I don't know when that's gonna be, because I still have a lot of games I need to get through. But yeah, Planet of Lana 2, I want to play it. F8's End also looks like something I want to try out, and as you probably figured by now, I don't really have much to say besides I want to try it out. Keeper is a game that I thought looked cool just because I just want to play as a lighthouse. That is like the main reason. I just found it interesting that you can play, or like you are a lighthouse, just because it got me wondering, like, what can we do, and also who came up with this idea. The road that they showed in the trailer also looked pretty nice, and so I just want to be able to explore it. It's also, you know, only for Xbox and Steam, but I'm pretty sure I just gotta wait like a while for it to release on PlayStation, so I just can't wait for that. You know, I keep saying stuff looks cool, but it's just because like that's the only way I could say it. Like, that's just how I talk, right? And I'm gonna say it again, because I think Neo 3 looks cool. I have not played the first two, even though I do have them. I have the first two, but I just haven't played them yet. And Neo 3 is releasing, so, you know, I'm gonna want to play them even more now, just so I could play all three of them. If I like the first two when I play them, I'm probably gonna like the third one when it releases, or like whenever I play that sometime in the future. I don't know how the first two games are, because, you know, obviously, right? But from what I saw, you can switch between a ninja and samurai in Neo 3, and so I also just want to play as a ninja samurai. Mortal Shell 2, I've never played the first one, and it's not like Neo where I have the first two games and I'm gonna play them at some point. I don't know if I'd get the first one, to be honest. It's gonna be the exact opposite as Neo. You know, like if I like the second one, I'm probably gonna go to the first one and try it out, but I don't know yet. But from what I saw, Mortal Shell 2 looks cool, looks interesting to me, and so I just want to try it. I know it doesn't make like any sense, but that's probably what I'm gonna do. So yeah. Code Vein 2, I'm sure you figured it out by now. I haven't played the first one, and I don't know if I am. I just saw this game during one of the events, and it piqued my interest a bit, and so I want to try it out. I hope it's fun. It looks fun, but you know, looking fun and actually being fun and playing fun, they are just two different things. So I'm hoping for the best here. Unimusha Way the Sword is another game I saw during the event that I want to try out. On Steam, it says it's an action adventure or action RPG. I'll be for real, I have no idea what type of games like fit in that tag, because I feel like a bunch of games classify as that, and that are vastly different. I don't really know, like I said, but I just thought it looked fun. It looks like my type of game, and I just can't wait to try it out. Chrono Odyssey is another game I thought looked cool, but it's an online game, so I don't know how into it I'd be. I probably will try it out, you know, at some point, but I don't know like how into it I'll be, because I just like playing a bunch of different games and a bunch of single player games too. Maybe maybe I'm into it more, you know, but I just can't say for now. But I probably will try it out one day if I get to it. That is, I don't really know, but it just looks cool in my opinion. Witching Fallen Feathers is another game that I just thought was super interesting. On Steam it says it's a Souls-like game, and I like Souls games and Souls-like, even though when it's like 2 Souls games and like 1 or 2 Souls like. Either way, I like it and I want to try it out. So, here's hoping it's good and fun. I mean, who knows? Maybe this is just like another Liza P. Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy is a game that also interested me. On Steam, it says it's a sequel to A Plague Tale, and I've never played that game. Like, this game would be my first exposure to it. Maybe I'll play A Plague Tale just like to get a gist of it, but I'm not so sure, like the other games on here. But yeah, I got nothing much more to say about this game. It just interested me. The Blood of the Dawnwalker was also a game that I just thought was cool, looked interesting. From what I could see, or I feel like it's already obvious, you play as a vampire or get turned into a vampire. I don't really know the whole thing, right? I know there's other vampire games. I think there's another game called like literally just called Vampire, but has like a YR at the end. I don't know, right? But I just want to play a game as a vampire. And it's funny because in the comments I saw some people saying it's Morbin time, and I was like, I thought it was funny, but I was like, dude, that's such an old meme. But if I get it and stream this, that'll probably be a title of one of them, to be honest. But yeah, Blood of the Dawnwalker looked interesting to me. Beast of Reincarnation looked pretty cool too. On Steam it says it's Souls-like, so like I said before, I like Souls games and Souls-like games, so I'll try it out. But there's really not much more to say for me. I just thought the game was cool, looked interesting, and I want to try it out, play it. Pragmata is a sci-fi game, and I like sci-fi, and it also looks like a game I would really enjoy. So like a bunch of the other games on here, or pretty much every other game on here, I want to try it out. I will say this though, I feel like the little girl robot that's gonna be with us, Diana, I feel like at some point she's gonna get annoying. I don't know why, but her voice just kind of annoys me, and I'm like, damn, that's like she's gonna be speaking through the whole thing. I don't know, I don't think I'll like that all too much. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll still enjoy the game, like it won't like bother me all that much, but I don't know, I just feel like I'd get a little bit annoyed maybe. But I guess I'll just wait and see. Romeo's the Dead Man is also a game that really got me excited, that I really want to try out. For me, it looks like a hack and slash game, and you could also use guns, and so I just kind of want to try it out. Also, like, Romeo's design low-key reminds me of Chainsaw Man, only because of the head, even though look, it is completely different, but it just reminds me of that. But like I said, I'm excited for it. Got nothing much more to say, and I just want to try it out whenever it's out, or just sometime I just want to try it out. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is another game that was shown, and I never played any of these games, to be honest. I think I might have like 1 or 2 that I got for free, but I just never played them, so I might play them at some point. But this new Metal Gear Solid game, I'll try it out first. I'm not so sure, I'll see what it is. But that's pretty much it for that game. Tides of Tomorrow was also just a game that interested me. I don't really have much to say on it. Like, I feel like that's obvious at this point. But yeah, I just thought it was cool. I know in the game we're going to be called Tidewalkers, because I'm pretty sure that's like what they call you in the trailer. And I'm assuming that just means that like we're people that go out to sea and like explore it. I mean, the whole game takes place, or like you're like surrounded by ocean, so like I feel like that's obvious. But besides that, I don't know anything. I just know I want to try it out. Sea of Remnants. This game I really thought looked amazing. Its art style or whatever, reminded me of the Book of Life, and I just really liked the way that looked. The world also looks like something interesting to explore, so I want to explore that. I think the only thing for me is that on Steam it says it's turn-based combat, and I'm not really into turn-based games like that, but I'll still give it a try. Like the only turn-based game I really like is Expedition 33, because that's like one of the only 2 or 3 games that I've tried. But I'll still try this one out, even if it's just for the style of it, and to just explore the world and look around. A James Bond game is also being made. It's called 007 First Light. And in this game, you're gonna like be at the start of James Bond's career. So like the origin of him, I think. Something like that. I saw that some people, I don't know if it was a lot, but they weren't like really all that excited for it. Just because, you're not playing as a full, like already established James Bond. But I'm chill with it because I'm gonna be honest, I've never really seen the movies or like played any of their games if there are any. So I'm chill with, playing as this James Bond when he's starting off. And also I just want to play as a spy. Like the most famous spy at that too, which now that I think about it, it's like if they're a spy, it kind of goes like it's kind of counterintuitive to be the most famous spy, because then it's like people are expecting you. I don't know, I just that just came to mind, and I just thought it was pretty funny. Atomic Heart 2 was also shown at the showcase. I haven't played the first one yet. I have it, and like I bought it like a year ago or something. I just haven't played it. It's in my backlog, but I want to try it out because the first one looked cool. And the second one also looks cool. And the second one, it's like, I think it takes place in the future, from what it seems like. I don't know how far into the future from the first one, but I just know it's in the future. And the world also looks cool to explore. I'd like to see like how they make the future world look like. So I'm just kind of hyped for it low-key. And so I just want to try this game out. It's funny because the whole trailer is just a cinematic. So I'm just hoping that the world is like, cool to explore and like has things to do. Mafia: The Old Country is another game I want to try out. I haven't played any of the other Mafia games, to be honest. I think I have like 1 or 2 of them
that I got for, I think I got one for free, and I think another one I might have bought. I don't remember. I know I have at least one, but I haven't played any of the games, and I just want to try this game out just because it looks interesting to me. Axe of Blood is another game that caught my interest. I don't really know too much about it, so I can't say much. On Steam, it has a tag of beat 'em up, like a beat 'em up game, but I feel like that could be just about any game. Like, I'm sure I played a beat 'em up game before and enjoyed it, so I'm sure I'm enjoying this one too. Hopefully that is, if it's good and works. Infinitesimals was also a game I found interesting, more like funny because we're playing as small as aliens on Earth, and so I just thought the idea was interesting and I would like to play. Nothing much more to say from me about it though. Stranger Than Heaven was another game that interested me, because I'm pretty sure we're playing as like a detective or something, and I think would be either a good or a bad detective, because in the trailer or like whatever what it showed in the showcase was that you could show mercy to someone or show no mercy. So I assume like we could be either good or bad, which I always think is cool to have in a game, that like whether you could be a good protagonist or a bad protagonist. Like, I just think that's cool. Outer Worlds 2 is also another game that I thought looked interesting. I never played the first one. I might not, I don't really know, but I just thought Outer Worlds 2 looked pretty cool. Clockwork Revolution was also a game that I just thought looked super amazing. It's a steampunk aesthetic, and I just like that aesthetic. Honestly, I really want to see how they're gonna make the world, how they're gonna make everything just be steampunk, just how everything's gonna look. I can't really say nothing much about it though. I'm just really hoping it's a good game. Alright, I'm almost done. I'm just getting to the last couple games, and they're gonna, be horror games just because I like horror games and I want to keep them at the end. But I don't know how much I'll be able to say on them either. I mean, if you're here at this point, I'm sure you already know that, so you already expect it. Silent Hill F. I really liked it, and I like the designs of the enemies. I think the basic enemies are just like dolls, and then like the bigger, harder enemies have like a bunch of flesh on them. I thought that was cool. And it says it's a psychological horror, so maybe like at the end of it's revealed that this is all happening in like the main character's head. But I doubt it. I assume it's like it's an actual thing, right? I've never played a Silent Hill game, and I should, because they did, remake one a bit ago, so I should play that and then play this. But I just know that if it's a good horror game, I'm gonna enjoy it. End of Abyss is another game that was pretty cool. Pretty sure it's horror. It looks like Little Nightmares, and I'm pretty sure that's horror too. It's probably not a massive horror game, but it still looks fun to me, something I'd probably enjoy. So I'm hoping it is something fun and that I enjoy. Dying Light the Beast also caught my interest. I've never played Dying Light. I'm pretty sure that's like a zombie game, so I'm just gonna take a wild guess here and say it's another zombie game, but better. It has beast in the name, so I'm hoping there's like a big ass thing we have to fight, or maybe not even fight, just escape and survive. Whatever the case is, I just want, to play this game. I might have Dying Light on my account, but I'm not so sure. I don't really want to check right now. If I do, I'll probably play it at some point, and if I don't, I'll probably buy it and play it at some point. I'll see how everything goes, But hopefully this is a fun, scary game, horror game, fun overall. Ill is another horror game that I thought looked cool. It's another survivor horror, so, I like that type of game. I also like the enemies in it. Like, the first enemy I showed with the sharp teeth, looks like, I don't think I showed it, but, like, that it shows in, like, the trailer, had like sharp teeth, so like, oh, like maybe it's they're vampires or like werewolves or something like that. But then it's also like mutants or abominations and stuff. And then like also saw like an enemy that had like a suit that hunts them down, so I assume like you're also getting hunted down by people that don't want you like revealing secrets or anything. I don't know, I just know that I think the game looks cool and I want to play it. Chronos: The New Dawn is another survival horror game, and it reminds me a lot of Dead Space. And if it's anything like Dead Space, I am for sure gonna enjoy it. In the trailer or whatever, it says do not let them merge, so I assume that like the enemies like combine together and become stronger. And I think at some point, like if enough of them combine, you just can't do anything, you have to run away. Maybe that's a thing, and then like maybe eventually it could come back like later on in the game to like screw you over because you let it get that powerful. I don't know, but I think that would be pretty cool. And I also want to explore the environment they make, like what they add to make it frightening. I just cannot play this whenever that is. The last game that I'm really excited for is Resident Evil 9, aka Resident Evil Requiem. I played Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, and I really enjoyed those. And I have like a bunch of the other Resident Evils. I think I have like, I'm pretty sure they remade 2 and 3 because I don't have those two, and I have the 4 remake. I have like 5 and 6, and I have 1, and I'm gonna play them at some point, maybe back to back. I don't know, probably stream them to be honest. But I just really like Resident Evil, and I am like hyped for this, stoked for it. This honestly might be like one of the only games I get like on release day, or like around release day, like a month or two afterwards. I'm not trying to wait too long to play this game, to be honest, but who knows, maybe I end up getting it like a year later. I don't know. But that's pretty much it for this. Like if you're still here, I hope you enjoyed me yapping for like pretty much 20 minutes about games I thought were cool that were showed. and that you enjoyed my very detailed breakdowns as to why I am excited for those games. And I'd like to ask you, like, what games are you excited for, if there's any? Maybe you're excited for a bunch of the games I mentioned here, or maybe only like one. Maybe you're excited for some I didn't even mention that I don't even know of. And if that's the case, then mention in the comments, because maybe I'll find another game that I want to play. But I'm just hoping that all these games are great. But the amount of games I've said, I'm pretty sure like at least one or two of them are probably going to be shit. But let's hope that none are. And also, like I said at the beginning, before you buy a game, I'd say wait for it to come out, see gameplay, and like see reviews, so you could actually know like how the game is gonna run and if you're actually gonna enjoy it. Overall, that the game is actually good, not some overpriced garbage. Unless you're stacked like that, then do whatever you want. But yeah, hope you enjoy it, and goodbye. Have a nice day, or good night, whatever it is for you.